like trying to fix my hair after that. I mean, you need a place to keep your rats. I got a rat nest right here. So instead of doing a handstand, I have another solution. I've already got a used Tide. So, my life's on your hands right now. You better be laughing tonight. So, it's not that bad. I'm medicated, depression. It's not that bad anymore. But I always like to stop taking my meds around May, because, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. So, I want to make sure you're all really aware. Doctors say it's not safe, but, I like to live my life on the edge of a bridge. So anyway, so I'm hanging out with my friend one day, and I notice he's got something on his leg. And so I tell him, dude, you've got something on your leg there. You might want to go take care of that. So he goes, shoot, I'll be right back. He runs to the bathroom, comes out about 5 minutes later, leg's all scratched up and bleeding. And I'm like, dude, what's happening there? And he looks at me, he looks up all embarrassed. He's like, it was a rash judgment. So another one of my friends tells me the story. He works on a farm, he works with animals, and it was a long day that day. He skipped breakfast. So by the time he was done, he's like, boy, I am so hungry I could eat it. And he freezes. He turns around, horse right there, looks him dead in the eyes, and goes, go on. I gotta respect anyone who can eat an entire horse. It's hard keeping a stable diet. So this other guy, he's starting his first day at a nuclear waste facility, and he goes up and he asks his supervisors, am I going to experience any side effects from this? And he goes, it's nothing you can't handle. Just go help your coworkers today. So he goes up to one guy, he's busy working, and he's like, hey, you need a hand with that. And the dude turns around and he's like, nah, I've already got 3. So I've lived in Florida for about 3 years. I used to live in the Bahamas. It's a lovely place to visit. But I've noticed some similarities and differences. But one thing I noticed is similar is that not a lot of great drivers. And I guess it makes sense a bit here. We've got a lot of old people. No offense, but maybe sometimes ask your kid for a ride. So, my grandfather, he doesn't know where he is in his own house sometimes. I don't think we should trust him to go to Walmart. But, we also got those roundabouts, cutting edge. But I learned why it's not that great in the Bahamas one day when my father told me the story of how he got his license. He was never a great driver. He goes into the DMV, and my grandfather behind him, he slips the DMV worker a 50. So not only do I learn that the Bahamas is full of half-baked drivers, but being a DMV worker down there is a really well-paying job. Now here we work for minimum wage. They're pulling up in Ferraris and got Rolexes. So the thing about my dad is he drives this huge white truck. This thing's massive, could probably be considered a military weapon. But, whenever I'm in that thing, I never fear for my life. I fear for everybody else's. So, because, putting him behind the wheel, it's like putting a monkey in a bulldozer. You're not even sure it knows what it's doing, but it's going to get somewhere no matter what's in the way. That being said, drive safe, have a good night.